Have you ever wondered why some people bounce back from adversity while others crumble under its weight? It's a question that has puzzled psychologists and everyday individuals alike for centuries. The answer hinges on a powerful trait known as resilience, an invisible shield, a mental armor that some of us seem to wear naturally. It's what allows us to weather life's storms, to face hardship and come out stronger on the other side. But it's not just about enduring. It's about rebounding with renewed vigor, transformed by our trials. This mental fortitude, this resilience, plays a pivotal role in overcoming adversity. It's the key to turning stumbling blocks into stepping stones, the secret to rising from the ashes of defeat stronger, wiser and more determined than before. It's a fascinating subject, isn't it? Today, we dive into the intriguing world of resilience and its role in our lives. First, we need to understand what resilience truly means. Resilience in its simplest form is the ability to bounce back from adversity. But it's so much more than that. It's the strength and flexibility to adapt, to endure, and to grow in the face of challenges, setbacks, and even trauma. From a psychological perspective, resilience is an essential component of mental health. It's like a mental muscle that we flex when we face life's difficulties. When we talk about mental health, we often focus on illness and disorders, but it's equally important to focus on strengths and capabilities, and resilience is one of the most critical. Resilience isn't about denying difficulties or pretending everything is fine. It's about acknowledging the challenge, experiencing the emotions that come with it, and then finding a way to move forward. You see, resilience is not a trait that people either have or do not have. It involves behaviors, thoughts, and actions that can be learned and developed in anyone. And the ability to build resilience is in fact an empowering aspect of our human nature. Resilience is not just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's not just about getting through tough times, it's about learning from these experiences and becoming stronger, wiser, and more compassionate as a result. Resilience, as we can see, is more than just bouncing back, it's about growing through adversity. Now let's consider a real-life example of resilience, the story of Thomas Edison. Thomas Alva Edison, a name synonymous with innovation, was not always the revered inventor we know today. His journey to success was paved with countless failures, each one a testament to his indomitable spirit. Edison's most notable invention, the incandescent light bulb, didn't come easily. His quest for a practical and affordable light source took him on a journey filled with over 1,000 unsuccessful attempts. Yet each failure only steeled his resolve. Undeterred by the mounting disappointments, Edison once remarked, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This statement is a shining beacon of his resilient mindset. He viewed each setback not as a defeat, but as a lesson, a stepping stone towards his goal. Edison's resilience was not born out of blind optimism. It was a conscious choice, a deliberate act of defiance against adversity. This resilience was rooted in his unwavering belief in his ability to succeed. He knew that each failed experiment brought him one step closer to the solution he sought. His dogged determination finally paid off. On a late evening in 1879, after countless trials and modifications, Edison finally created a light bulb that could burn for 13.5 hours. This breakthrough would illuminate the world, changing the course of human history forever. However, Edison's journey did not end there. His resilience continued to guide him through many more inventions and innovations, laying the groundwork for the modern world we live in today. From the phonograph to motion pictures, each invention was a testament to his resilience. Edison's story teaches us that resilience can turn failures into stepping stones for success. It shows us that the road to achievement is often littered with obstacles, but with resilience we can navigate through them and reach our destination. After all, in the words of Edison himself, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. So, whether you're striving for a personal goal or tackling a challenging project, remember the resilience of Thomas Edison. And remember, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get up. Edison's story teaches us that resilience can turn failures into stepping stones for success. But what makes us resilient? Is it nature or can it be nurtured? To understand this, we must delve into the fascinating world of science. Numerous studies have shown that resilience is a complex interplay of both nature and nurture. It's a dance, if you will, between our genetic makeup and the environment in which we find ourselves. On one hand, we have genetics. Yes, you heard it right. Our genes do play a part in shaping our resilience. Some people are naturally wired to be more resilient. They have a genetic predisposition that makes them more adept at bouncing back from adversity. These are the individuals who seem to have an inherent ability to weather life's storms, to take the knocks and still come out standing strong. But that's not the whole story, not by a long shot. While our genes may lay the groundwork, it's our environment that builds the house. This is where the concept of nurture comes into play. Our experiences, our upbringing, our relationships, all these factors contribute to the development of our resilience. Take stress, for instance. Exposure to stress, particularly in early life, can either make us or break us. It's like a double-edged sword. On one side, too much stress can be detrimental, leading to mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. But on the flip side, experiencing manageable levels of stress can actually fortify our resilience. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The same goes for our social interactions. Positive relationships and supportive environments can bolster our resilience, helping us to cope better with life's challenges. They provide us with a safety net, a buffer against the hardships we may encounter. So is resilience nature or nurture? Well, it's both. It's a dynamic process, a delicate balance between our biology and our biography. It's not something that's fixed at birth, but rather something that can be cultivated and developed over time. So resilience is not just about being born tough, it's about developing the right mindset and skills. So how can we build resilience in our lives? Building resilience is not about avoiding adversity or hardship. It's about learning to cope, adapt, and ultimately thrive amidst challenges. It's a process, a journey. And like any journey, it requires the right tools and strategies. Let's explore some of these. Firstly, maintaining a positive outlook. This doesn't mean ignoring the reality of our struggles. Rather, it's about choosing to focus on the silver linings, the lessons, the growth that comes from adversity. It's about developing a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities, setbacks as stepping stones, failures as feedback. It's about cultivating optimism, not just for its own sake, but as a strategy for resilience. Next, we have the importance of cultivating strong relationships. We are social beings. We thrive on connection, on support, on shared experiences. Strong relationships provide a safe space to express our emotions, a sounding board for our thoughts, a source of encouragement during our low moments. They also provide a sense of belonging, a community that reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. Then there's the idea of embracing change. Change is a constant in life, and resilience is about learning to dance with it, not fight against it. It's about being open to new experiences, adaptable to shifting circumstances, flexible in our thoughts and actions. It's about seeing change not as a threat, but as a natural part of life's ebb and flow. Finally, resilience is about self-care. It's about taking time to recharge, to relax, to reflect. It's about acknowledging our limits, respecting our boundaries, listening to our bodies and minds. It's about treating ourselves with compassion, with kindness, with love. In essence, building resilience is about equipping ourselves with the right tools to navigate life's storms. It's a journey that requires patience, commitment, and courage, but the rewards, strength, growth, wisdom are worth every step. Remember, resilience is not about avoiding the storm, but learning how to dance in the rain. Building resilience is about equipping ourselves with the right tools to navigate life's storms. In the face of adversity, our resilience is tested and strengthened. We've journeyed through the concept of resilience, its definition, its importance, and even the science behind it. We've seen how resilience is not just a trait of great minds like Thomas Edison, but an inherent quality in each one of us, waiting to be nurtured and cultivated. Resilience is not about never falling, it's about getting back up every time we do. It's about viewing setbacks not as insurmountable obstacles, but as stepping stones to greater heights. It's about harnessing the power of our minds to believe that we can overcome adversity, no matter how tough the circumstances may be. We've delved into the science behind resilience, understanding that our brain is an ally in this journey. It is wired to adapt, to learn, and to grow, even in the face of challenges. And with the right strategies, we can build and strengthen our resilience, turning adversity into an opportunity for growth. In essence, resilience is our armor in the battle of life. It shields us, strengthens us, and empowers us to face adversity head-on. It teaches us to persevere, to endure, to keep going even when the going gets tough. Remember, resilience is not about avoiding adversity, but about learning, growing, and thriving in spite of it. It is the key that unlocks the door to a more fulfilling, more resilient life.